back, folks, to the last late of the series, where my next guest performances in the hit comedy drama The Dry have been described as dark and as nourishing as a pint of Guinness. So you'll be pleased to know they're settling nicely backstage, ready for us all to split the G. Would you please welcome Ciarán Hinds, Roisin Gallagher and Siobhan Cullen. Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome to the show. We had Michael Flatley earlier on.
Yeah,
Ciarán.
Extraordinary, man.
Little Dickie Bird told me, I'm not sure if you know this, guys, but...
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I heard that in a previous life, you had the feet of flames. You were a proper dancer.
Yeah, that was way back in the 50s. Last century.
You're busting some moves back there, Ciarán.
Yeah. Well, those days, I'm sad to say, are long gone. I had my daughter, Eva, when she saw this brilliant piece of work that Michael Flatley introduced us all to back in the mid-90s, I remember being astounded by it when I was in London. And my daughter, Eva, she was 4. And I replayed it, I put it on the videotape and showed it to her. And her eyes opened wider than you could imagine a child's eyes could. And her mouth dropped. And her feet started going like crazy. Wow. And she kept falling over because she had no balance. She just kept falling over and having a go.
I mean, it is amazing. And it's amazing the success that you guys have with this show. It really is such a beautiful piece of work. I know that it must be nice for you to be back with these two women because in this series you are in, am I allowed, is it the doghouse, is it the shed? Where are you?
It's kind of a bijou outhouse.
Okay.
It's a shed.
It's a shed. It is a shed.
All right, yeah, I'm banished to the shed.
Yeah.
For bad behaviour. And it's a lonely old life out there. And Tom, who's the father, he keeps trying to come back into the house, but he's only allowed to use the back door into the kitchen to make a sandwich, and then he has to go again.
And then he has to go. And you guys play the daughters. I know, Roisin, you're from Belfast, which will surprise quite a few people with your brilliant South Dublin accent.
Maybe they might be like, why is she talking in that funny voice?
Yeah. But coming from Belfast, I mean, did you ever think that this legend would end up being your dad on screen?
Never. And it was just like incredible working with Ciarán. It was incredible meeting him. It was a bit of a pinch me moment. I actually described you earlier, and I'm not sure, not that I have, knowledge of this, but I said, I'm all right, I'm going in the car with Ciarán, and he's kind of like it's like having a Valium beside you or something. It's like taking Valium. He just has this real calm and presence on set.
He has. He's just got that thing going on, doesn't he? Now, the brilliant thing about this show, Siobhan, is there's always surprises. You never know what's around the corner. Normally, it's Ciarán having to shag behind a wheelie bin. But what does your character get up to in the second season?
She's busy. She's
she
definitely
is.
busy.
That's one way of putting it.
She is definitely making up for lost time. She's getting used to her new singledom. And she is, getting familiar with a lot of the options that South Dublin has to offer. So we see a different side of Caroline this season. The perfect veneer that we saw in season 1 is kind of beginning to crack. And it's really kind of interesting to see how she responds to that.
The whole family dynamic is something which just works on screen. I know that your good lady wife was also in season 1, and I think we're kind of a little cameo in 2 as well.
She does, yeah, she does.
Tell us how that came about.
Well, unbeknownst to me, she was cast behind my back. And it was a wonderful piece of casting. But anyway, so I have my real-life wife, Helene Patereau, playing my lover.
There they are, very, very glamorous. Oh, hang on, Ciarán, where's that you guys are at? Is that at the Oscars when you were nominated for an Oscar? Wow.
No, I'm sure that was not Nagoni.
Very glamorous wife.
Anyway, I mean, and then the script said that we had to get up to shenanigans of a sexual nature, al fresco, behind some bins, up an alley in Dublin. And we thought, well, let's give this a go. And so there we were, kind of experimenting and improvising, and it was going on for hours. And
Was this on set or a rehearsal?
Yeah, we may as well. You may as well take advantage of the situation. And then Sue Mythen, the brilliant intimacy coordinator, said, I think that's enough of that, and we should get on with what we're supposed to be doing.
So you had an intimacy coordinator, even though it was your
Yes,
your
and
wife.
she was also the intimacy coordinator for our daughter, who played a role in Normal People. So she sexed up the whole family.
There we go. Roisin, we got to say congratulations on the BAFTA nomination on Sunday.
Yeah.
Excited?
Yeah. Thank you very much.
How are you feeling about that for the lovers?
Yeah, excited's definitely a word that would be the most appropriate to use probably this evening. Again, it's kind of like a pinch me thing. Someone had said, oh, I'm sure it's like what you've dreamed of. And I went, I don't even think I would have dreamed it. I don't even think I would have went that far. You know, it just feels epic. And really, I owe that to the Dry as well, you know, because once you sort of get a role like Shiv, it opens so many doors, and The Lovers was just an amazing experience as well. So yeah, I feel very, very, very grateful. I know how lucky I am to be in that position, because there is a lot of us very, very talented, and you know, not everybody gets the chance.
But I mean, when you look at the amount of Irish talent that's out there at the minute, Siobhan, I know that you have, you know, you've just won your IFTA as well. So I mean, that's. What was that like on the night?
It was mad. It was a genuine shock. I mean, considering the people that were in my category, just such incredible actors and creators, and just the talent was amazing. So, yeah, I got a fright actually. I kind of, for me, the stakes were so low. Like, I had relaxed. I'd clocked off for the night. I didn't think that I had any skin in the game. So then when they called my name, I genuinely felt like I'd been mugged or something. Like I think I went from 0 to 100 in such a short space of time that kind of adrenaline spike was a lot. Yeah, so it was a total shock, but so lovely, and just a really, really lovely to kind of be recognised in that way, and yeah, very grateful for it.
And to be part of something which just feels really special in Irish acting. I remember the last time we spoke was at the Belfast premiere in Belfast for Kenneth Branagh.
Oh, yeah.
And that whole idea of Ireland taking on the world. It's.
I mean, these are phenomenal actresses. I don't know where we go with this, but they are fantastic. And you go like, this is a new generation that I can see, that I'm around, and I can see how brilliant they are, how gifted, how quick, but also how generous they are to us old fogies who are trying to hang on to them, basically. And it's genuinely something very beautiful, and we are fortunate in this country, north and south, to have people of so much talent at the moment. Really believe that.
You know, we saw a picture of you at the Oscars there earlier on. You know, what was that experience like to just be on the biggest stage, walking down that carpet with your lovely missus?
But the thing about these awards, and I think you find out that you're suddenly in a competition that you didn't enter. You know, you actually go to work on a script and work with people and create a story, and then suddenly whatever the awards, and it's, you know, it's, of course it's a great honour and thrilling, but suddenly you're going, I'm not supposed to be here, really. This is not my life. But suddenly you have to have manners put on you, but now you have to tidy yourself up a bit, at least, you know, get rid of the double overcoats and put a jacket on, all that stuff. And I mean, it is very, very thrilling and exhausting. It's genuinely exhausting.
All of those things.
Yeah.
We have to say, is Siobhan going to be speaking to any of you guys, you know, this time next year? Because I know you're working with the Obamas. You're working with the Obamas at the moment. How's your new besties?
Yeah, very, very tight. Yeah, we were just texting in the green room.
So tell us a wee bit about that. That's
Yeah, it was great. It's mad. It's all kind of out now. Bodkins came out on Netflix yesterday, so it's really lovely that it's out in the world now. It's been a long time coming. We started shooting that in 2022, so it's been in the works for a long time. So yeah, great to kind of just like release it into the world now.
and the Obama's production company. They were there. They made it.
Yes, Higher Ground were our.
They wrote you a little note.
They
I believe.
did, yeah. We did on Wrap. We got a special note from, I think it was signed from B&M. We were all like, B&M? Who's that? Oh my God. Only Barack and Michelle.
Barack and Michelle. All good news. Have you the speech written for Sunday?
I was actually going to see if you could give me a hand. Maybe
you
if you have 5 minutes after the
you
show.
can clearly see how my speeches go. I mean, that's not exactly where I'd be wanting to go. Before we let you go, we've got to talk about The Land of Saints and Sinners, which, of course, with Liam Neeson. What was more fun, getting back on screen with Liam or having Liam make dinner for you every night? You guys were...
Yeah, I think it was more fun him making dinner every night.
Yeah?
Yeah. We actually, we tossed a coin. We decided who does the dishes, who does the cooking. So it was a movable feast in a way. You know, he didn't cook every night. But he was very fond of champ. You know, as we know, he's lovely. And he's a perfect maker of champ. I've got to say that. That might not be known by the world, but he is the perfect maker of champ.
OK.
Yeah.
This is something we'll take up with him if he ever comes to see us. Guys, thank you so much for coming in. Good luck on Sunday. More continued success. Good to see you, sir.
You too.
One more time, give it up for the cast of The Dry. Kieran, Roshan, and Siobhan. You can catch Series 2 of The Dry. It starts on RT1 and RT Player next Wednesday, May 15th, 9:30. You can catch up on the series on the RT Player right now.